With a release date of March 18th, 2025, Sunrise on the Reaping will be about the 50th quarter quell, also known as the games that Haymitch won. It might be fun to discuss some interesting twists that we might find in the new book. I'm curious to hear your thoughts as well, so leave your comments down below. It isn't explicitly stated that Haymitch will be the exclusive main character, like Katniss was in the first 3 books and Snow was in the 4th. Indeed, Haymitch will obviously play a large role in the story, but we already know most of his story from the details that Katniss has told us. There will have to be some surprises in this book in order for it to sell well. Maybe the 5th book will feature more than one POV character. Haymitch will likely make up quite a bit of the text, but since Haymitch's games are already so well known, there aren't many new details to give the audience. However, if Collins went with multiple POV characters, it would add more excitement and narrative drive for the readers. So which characters could Collins go with, besides Haymitch? Well, she could go with Katniss's mom. There is still a lot of mystery surrounding her character. We don't even know her name. All the first names that I've seen proposed were from fandom sites, not canon sources. Mrs. Everdeen was friends with Maisie Donner and was standing next to Maisie when she was reaped in the 2nd quarter quell. When Maisie died, her parents gave Maisie's pet bird to Katniss's mom. Mrs. Everdeen must have had a big heart, because it probably would have been difficult to care for Maisie's bird after other birds killed her friend in the arena. Katniss's mom cared for her a lot, although Katniss spent a lot of her story struggling with mixed feelings about her mom. On the morning of Katniss's first reaping, Mrs. Everdeen had set out a precious dress that belonged to her for Katniss to wear. Her mother also braided Katniss's hair so extravagantly that it impressed Cinna, who told Katniss that her mother had very clever fingers and that the braid looked classic and in almost perfect balance with her profile. Impressing Cinna was probably no easy feat. This means that Katniss's mother went above and beyond that reaping day, since there was no law from the capital stating that mothers must give their children precious clothes or braid their hair so nicely that they wow fashion designers. Katniss's mother might have done this extra work on Katniss's hair because it was one of the few occasions when Katniss didn't shut down her affection. Katniss even stated that she was trying to get past rejecting offers of help from her mother. But perhaps it might also have been that Mrs. Everdeen knew that Katniss's name was going to be in that bowl a lot, and just in case Katniss was reaped, Mrs. Everdeen wanted everyone to know that Katniss was special the second they saw her. That was as much power as Mrs. Everdeen had to make Katniss stand out and give her daughter whatever advantage she could. While Sunrise on the Reaping will undoubtedly contain a lot of Haymitch in it, it might also center around another character or two as well, just to spice things up. Maybe a chapter or two from Haymitch's perspective, and then a chapter or two from someone else's perspective. And if it does center around more than one character, I hope we can learn more about Mrs. Everdeen and who she really is, or was. Maybe we can also learn more about Madge's family, since Maisie was the twin sister of Madge's mother. Time will tell. We'll see if this video ages like milk or wine. What do you think about Sunrise on the Reaping? Let me know in the comments.